I understand you've had an operation on your knee.
Yes, my right knee. I was playing ultimate frisbee, and I kind of jumped up in the air and landed with a flat knee. It kind of went backwards like a banana, big old crack, and then crumple on the floor. So yeah, that was a couple of years ago now.
And I understand you had a arthroscopy initially.
Yes, a year after the first injury, I had an arthroscopy, and the results came back as inconclusive. They said there was nothing wrong initially, and so then I was just having physio after physio after physio, and then eventually, last ditch attempt, they put me onto acupuncture, which also did nothing.
How did you end up at the Surrey Orthopaedic Clinic?
Well, when I was having my acupuncture at Mount Alvernia Hospital, one of the nurses there had actually been to a conference where Paul was speaking, and recommended him, said that he was absolutely brilliant. So we got an appointment, went down, and then within a few months he'd had me in for surgery, so it was brilliant. I had an ACL reconstruction, so they basically, Paul removed some of my hamstring on my right knee and then put it inside to replace my ACL, so that I got the stability back in my knee.
So you've had a course of physiotherapy following the operation.
Yes.
How's that been?
Physio down here was great. Obviously able to do it on a regular basis. Being in Aberdeen, I couldn't obviously do that. So I was given a bunch of exercises just to work on myself up at university, and obviously I had access to the university gym, so I could start doing that, and they had helpful staff there. But no, it was I was lucky that I got to have 8 or 9 weeks down here that really helped me kind of sort my knee out, and it was nice and stable before I went up to uni. So
How's the knee feeling now?
great, honestly great. I mean, before I had the surgery, I was collapsing. I'd be walking down the street and I'd collapse. I found it hard to walk upstairs. I was in permanent pain, and straight away, obviously apart from the first 2 weeks of discomfort after the surgery, and obviously building up the muscles again with the physio, it's just, there's no comparison. It's brilliant.
How about your own expectations of the whole sort of ordeal of having the operation and getting back to sort of being pain-free? How does it compare, your experience, to what you were expecting?
Better. It's much better than I expected. I mean, I wouldn't have thought I'd be back to sport so quickly, and my leg was, after the physio, I had this sort of electric pulses put through my thigh during physio, built up my muscle so quickly, and I was doing kind of, during the physio exercises, you're hopping and jumping to build stability. I was able to do that about 4 or 5 weeks after surgery. It was brilliant.